Tucker Carlson gives a 1-minute demolition of Britain, ruined by mass immigration and liberals like Keir Starmer and the destroyer of London, Sadiq Khan. In today's video, we will watch and react to this clip, but first hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
I think your country's been destroyed, and I'm part English, so I have a right to say this. I can barely go there. It's so depressing and degraded. No offense. I mean that with great sadness.
Many people there feel the same.
Well, I feel that way. I have relatives there. I mean, I grew up going there. I mean, again, I'm part English. I have a right to say this. So I don't think.
What is your English connection?
Well, the Tuckers, English, and I have relatives there now. So I don't want to embarrass them by saying they're there. But and my point is, I've spent my life going there. I've always loved it. There are things about it I love now, but I go to London now, and I'm shocked by it. It's disgusting, and no self-respect at all. The people, the native English, the indigenous population of your island have no self-respect at all, and they can't even stand up and say, "Hey, get out of here." We have way too much immigration, and it's not making the country better. It's making it much worse. And not just immigration, but replacing your manufacturing economy with a finance economy, where the sleaziest people in the world come to London and sell off all your assets, and no one can say anything about it. So I'm very distressed. I say that with love. And my only point is, how can you say Churchill saved Great Britain when it's in its current condition?
Well, you could say he certainly saved it at the time. I mean, he saved us from the Nazis.
What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. In other news, Rachel Reeves is looking backwards with her plan to expand Heathrow Airport, according to a Labour MP. Speaking to the media, Barry Gardner laid Barry's opposition to the Chancellor's ploy to add a third runway to the UK's busiest airport. The government says the move could create 100,000 jobs, but critics feel it flies in the face of its climate change commitments. There's much in the package, which Rachel set out, that I think was exemplary. He said, if you look at the East-West rail link, that should have been the first thing that was done, instead of HS2 starting at London. They should have done that rail link across the country in the north and then move across the south. So it's great we're doing that. It's marvelous. We're talking about a European Silicon Valley between Oxford and Cambridge. These are really good ideas for growth. If you look at the way in which the economy has gone, 0.1% of the economy was in relation to the old fossil fuel economy last year. 9% growth was from the new economy and renewables and the new technologies. I think Rachel's looking backwards when she looks at Heathrow. That was a project of the past, not the future. Business is increasingly done digitally. Camila Tominey put it to Gardner that he was being a light about the policy, suggesting he is concerned about what his constituents think. A claim Gardner vehemently denied. Not at all, he said. I'm always concerned about my constituents, but it's not my constituents who would have 2 Buldo villages in their constituency. It's also the moving of the M25. You talk about 10,000 jobs and skilled workers coming there and doing that, but it means they won't be doing that growth in the rest of the country, where it's so badly needed. You talk about how many runways Frankfurt has. Our biggest competitor in terms of hub airports and international airports is actually Dubai. Dubai just has 2 runways. It has just exceeded Heathrow as the #1 international passenger airport in the world. It only has 2 runways. The growth we need has to be spread around the country and has to be compliant with our targets for emissions in terms of climate change. Heathrow cannot do that. Rachel Reeves told the media this week she is keen to put plans in motion for a 3rd Heathrow runway. She said, if you look at the forecast from the Office of Budget Responsibility, the independent forecaster, they forecast that during the course of this parliament, employment will rise and unemployment will fall. The announcement yesterday about the 3rd runway, a Heathrow, could create 100,000 jobs. The investment zone that I announced yesterday in Wrexham and Flintshire with JCB and Airbus could create 6,000 jobs. The investment by Prologist at East Midlands Airport could create 2,000 jobs. So there's plenty of reasons to be optimistic about the ability of our economy to grow and create jobs, because this government is serious about getting things built once again in Britain, not just talking about it, but delivering. For Heathrow, we want spades in the ground in this parliament. We've asked the Heathrow to come forward with plans by the summer. Lastly, a popular London nightclub that was once a favorite spot of Prince Harry and Prince William is set to reopen near Kensington Palace. Carlo Corello, co-owner of the new venue and an old friend of Prince Harry's, has explicitly stated that the Duchess of Sussex is not welcome at the establishment. Corello told the Daily Mail, "Everyone is welcome, except Meghan. I don't like her." The club, formerly known as Bowdger's, is being relaunched as Gallery and will be situated close to the grounds of Kensington Palace. The venue, which closed its original location in 2016 before briefly reopening as B London in 2023, is now preparing for its third incarnation under the management of Corello and his business partners. The club holds significant royal history, with co-owner Jake Parkinson Smith describing it as a home away from home for the royals and a safe space for them. The Prince and Princess of Wales reportedly had one of their first dates at the original bougie venue. Corella revealed they drank cracked babies, and they loved it. What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comment section below, and make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content.